Is President Obama doing enough to bring congressional leaders together to avert the fiscal cliff at the end of this year? Historian Doris Kearns-Goodwin says the president should take some advice from one of the predecessors to the Oval Office.
If LBJ were there now trying to get the fiscal cliff, they'd be sleeping at the White House. McConnell would be in one room, and Boehner would be in another, and LBJ would be parading around in his robe.
Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. joins us live this morning.
That's not the strategy this year, Steve. No, the strategy is keep the election going. We've got the internet. We've got rooms of people ready to go. We lost, in some ways, the public debate on Obamacare when the Tea Party went to rallies, went to town hall meetings. We're not going to lose it again. Print an action kit. Unions and certain progressive groups have sent out an action kit, and so you can download posters that say middle class over millionaires. So the president is saying the Republicans are holding the middle class hostage, but what in fact is happening is the president and the White House is getting a posse together ready to push rich folks over the so-called fiscal cliff. If we have the rich pay more, although the statistics don't prove it in any way, then all our problems will be solved. Happy days are here again. And so some people say, well, the election choices were made, the president won. People want tax increases for the rich, so-called.
Yeah, but, you know, just the first group the president met with after the election were labor leaders.
Right.
And obviously he presented their plan. This is what we're going to do. We're going to continue to beat the drum. We're going to go after this class warfare thing, which I get it during the campaign, but the campaign is in a rearview mirror. It's time to look forward and come up with a deal.
Frankly, it's exhausting, and I think American people are exhausted by the fighting and the bitterness. And there was so much talk, and I talked about it too. I was optimistic the day after the election that we would have some type of consensus, but now it's clear, and they put it out in the Times and the Post and all the blogs, and they said, well, the president is in campaign mode.
Right.
Instead, I think the president should be in consensus mode, in conciliation mode, in bringing these people together so we don't go off the fiscal cliff, so we don't have tax increases across the board, so we don't have defense cuts that make us terribly, terribly weak in terms of the world. But that's not the posture. I think the posture is we're going to double down. We won the election. We can win this. We can win the next fight after this. Let's build the group back together again for one more fight, and then we can take on immigration, we can take on some other wedge issues in this country and win those. The problem is we do a disservice and they think do violence to our culture in having a fight after fight after fight after fight. Doris Kearns-Goodwin was saying, be like LBJ in passing the Civil Rights Act, in passing Medicare. Bring John McCormick, then the Speaker of the House, and others together into the White House. Talk, whisper, fight, cajole, beat each other up privately. Come to consensus that way. I don't think this country is ready for division right now. We're ready for healing at this point, and we're ready to solve this and not kick it over. Kicking it over is the easy way out.
Great observations, Peter Johnson Jr.
Steve.
It should be let's make a deal, not it's my way or the highway.
You're absolutely right. I wish I had said that earlier. You got it.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. 20 minutes.